So this dish is a classic Friday night dish.
It is the perfect Friday night fake-away. We're going fake-away, and it's simple. It's popcorn chicken. Dermot's already trying the sesame seeds. Don't worry, I'll get the food going in a second, OK? So it's 3 parts, OK? We've got a beautiful slaw, we've got crispy chicken, and we've got a really rich and unctuous sauce that we're going to coat it. So we're going to start off with the chicken. Now, the trick to getting your crispy chicken, I know
what it is.
Go on.
Is it using
corn
flour?
How did you know?
I just know.
How did you know?
It's a thinner flour, isn't it?
Exactly. So you get this really crispy exterior. The minute it hits hot oil, boom, lovely flavour and really crispy. So I've added a bit of 5 spice in here. Always season it quite generously at this point as well, because it's your first kind of opportunity to season the meat.
So you just put that in the flour?
You put that in the flour, exactly. And I have made a little marinade with some sesame oil, some soy sauce, some garlic, some ginger, all those aromatics. It's sat in there. Now, this is the one thing I will say. It's a fake way, but take your time to marinate the chicken, because it will make a difference.
Do it overnight?
You could do it overnight. Oh, look, she's into it now. I know when she's into it.
Overnight? Is overnight like the ideal for it?
Ideally, you're going to get as much flavour the longer you leave it for. So it really is worthwhile. So I have my sauce. I have my beautiful chicken. So all you're going to do is pop your pieces of chicken straight in that marinade, and then take it straight into the corn flour, and then straight into this lovely hot oil.
Are you doing it one at a time?
You can do it one at a time. It just makes life easier to kind of keep an eye on it.
And using thighs, right?
And using thighs, absolutely. The thighs are where it's at. The flavour's at in the thighs. They're inexpensive as well.
I like the way you say thighs.
The thighs. That's the Irish accent coming out now. Get your chicken thighs. I don't even say it that bad, do I?
You did.
Once you've got your chicken thighs
in the oven, is it possible or not?
I always get asked for air fryer or in the oven, and absolutely, once you've coated it like this, you're going to pop it straight in, and you get that really crispy.
I'm going to do this tonight.
This is a really easy one. So, like I said, you can pop it in the air fryer. It'll probably, you want a nice hot temperature, about 200 degrees Celsius, and it's going to only take about 15 minutes or so for it to crisp up. One thing, if you're doing it in the air fryer or the oven, what you want to do is completely spray it with some oil so that it gets that kind of coating on the outside. Now, what you should do, once you've got that crispy chicken going on, you're going to pop it out onto a baking tray, and you're going to pop that into the oven and keep it warm while you're cracking on with the rest of it, OK?
So it's not cooked completely
It's not completely cooked, but, I mean, you can cook it all the way through here. What I like to have, especially if I'm doing this as, like, a meal for the kids, is have this kind of ready to rock while I'm assembling everything else. So you've got your chicken cooking away, looking after itself in the oven. While that's happening, you're going to make up a beautiful unctuous marinade. And what I love about this is the fact that these are all
unctuous.
Unctuous.
It's beautiful.
Well, I had to make up for saying ties a minute ago. So anyway, we're making up this beautiful unctuous sauce, and what it's comprised of is brown sugar, sriracha sauce, tomato ketchup. Now, if you are making this for the kids, and I have 2 kids, so I have to...
Get rid of the sriracha.
I always try and pull back. I don't lose it completely. So there's about 2 tablespoons of sriracha and 2 tablespoons of tomato ketchup. Just pull back on one and push up on the other if you want it, OK? Sesame oil, soy sauce, brown sugar, and again, we've got the ginger and garlic. And what you do is you get it into this saucepan and you basically create this really, as I said, unctuous. Unctuous. Look at that.
Is that what unctuous means?
That's kind of exactly what unctuous is. So bring it up to temperature. Get it to be thickened a little bit, because you want it to cook out. Because we have the raw aromatics in there, you need to bring a bit of heat in there, cook them out, get them flavourful. And like I said, once your chicken is like kept warm in the oven, take it out, and once you're ready to serve...
that.
What is a chicken?
Popcorn chicken.
I like a dry... You know when you do wings?
Yes.
I like dry wings.
Me too.
Yeah.
Rather than the big sloppy sauce.
Yeah, I don't like when they put sauce
on the side.
This is it. There's a Chinese takeaway dish in Ireland called a spice bag. I don't know if you've heard of this.
No.
This is like the deep fried Mars bar that Scotland has. Ireland has the spice bag, and basically
and the chicken fillet burger.
There you go, chicken fillet burger, spice bag. It's nearly become our new national dish. So basically, it's a bag of chips with fried chicken like this, onions, peppers, and 5 spice powder, sugar and salt, and it is phenomenal. I'll come in and make it the next time. Okay?
I want that.
Do you have
wasting time over here doing this?
Do you have rissoles, or are they very much a Wexford thing?
They're very much a Wexford thing, and you can get them in takeaways as well. They're these little meat nuggets.
Amazing rissoles. So like potato cakes.
That's where your family are in that way.
Yeah. My family will go to the chip shop and go, I'll have fish and chips, but also some rissoles. They're like beautiful little potatoes.
What is it like? Scallops?
No, like it's like a hash brown.
Yeah, it's like a hash brown with a bit of meat through it.
Oh, nice.
But it's like it's a very Wexford thing. Like you wouldn't get. I don't know how many rissoles would you get in Dublin now. I'll probably
make some rissoles for us.
I'll come over and make rissoles. I actually just wrote a recipe for rissoles for St. Patrick's Day. I'll come back and do them. Anyway, they're lovely and crispy and gorgeous. So look how gorgeous that looks.
That is
really simple. Now we'll come back to them in a second. But first off, we need to make a slaw. We need to balance this out.
Right.
We've got a really gorgeous little dressing. I've got a combination of carrots, spring onions, and cabbage.
Do you want me to mix them
Give
up?
that a mix curry, yeah. So we've got a little bit of sesame oil.
I love the way you pick the Irish colours as well.
Well, I had to go. I just got a little bit of green in there, and then we're going to go a little bit of rice wine vinegar and a tiny bit of soy sauce. You're not. You haven't even put the sauce in yet. You love a good toss here. This is great. Okay, get that in there. Add some of our spring onions and our sesame seeds. We'll get that going on.
How much do you want then?
And the beauty is,
I like
all of it.
Yeah, go on.
once you have brought all these elements, they sit quite happily. Janie Mac have left me, me chicken. I've left me chicken and on. I'll come back for it.
How much is sesame sauce sticking?
So your sesame seeds go in
Not very much.
Oh, no, stick a good few in there. You want it to be generous. Now, when it comes to serving, I have an obsession with a rice cooker. Do you have a rice cooker?
No.
Rice cooker is like my new kitchen gadget that I'm obsessed with. Makes life easy when the kids are coming home from school.
Slow cooker for rice?
It's basically, you can use your slow cooker to cook rice as well.
Can you make a rice pudding in it?
I don't know that now. I haven't done that myself. Why are you making rice pudding in the rice cooker? But you could, I'm sure. So look, we've got beautiful rice. We've got lovely, simply cooked rice. And the beautiful thing is that if you're doing this as a make-ahead dinner, you have the rice cooked off.
If you've got the rice cooker, what's the disposition like? So you've got like 1 part rice, 3 parts water?
I go about 1.5 water to 1 cup.
Gotcha.
Because otherwise it does have a tendency to overcook. So look, we have a slaw, we have rice, we have this gorgeous crispy chicken coated in a
lovely.
Hey, your kids love this.
Well, yeah, they absolutely do. And actually, if you did want to go and make sure that they will eat it, just hold back on the sauce. I'm a bit worried about this one because I know you and
Is it really spicy?
Well, it's spicy, but it's balanced.
No, I don't mind if it's... there you go, my dear.
Thank you.
I don't mind if it doesn't blow me head off, though.
Well, this is it. Balance it with the cabbage and the rice will be fine. Oh, and finishing touches.
That's a little bit, don't you?
It's got a bit of a kick.
A little bit.
Basil, coriander, nice little touches if you have them. If you don't, but either way, beautiful little fake away for this Friday night. Happy days.
Just the right amount of salt.
Just perfect, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just 2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons sriracha, 2 tablespoons of tomato ketchup. Bob's your uncle.
That is absolutely delicious. Now, for details of today's recipes, just check out our This Morning app. It's brilliant.